The first road trip of the season brings UTSA to Notre Dame. Before the Roadrunners open conference play next week, they have a great test here today, taking on the number 25 Fighting Irish. The Roadrunners enter 1-0, looking good last week in their win, especially with the offense led by new quarterback Jacoby Criswell. He made 2 big touchdown throws of over 70 yards to receivers Joe Wright and Keytron Jackson. For Jackson, it was an electric Roadrunner debut, scoring 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air, 1 on the ground. I can't wait to see what he does next. The Roadrunners hope that success carries over as they take on a tougher opponent that's ranked on the road. On paper, this looks like a fairly even matchup, but I can't help but remember how this team played on the road a year ago. They were not great traveling away from San Antonio, and I'm not sure what to expect going into this game, but I am excited to see how the offense carries themselves. And we are going to see them to open this game. The Roadrunners will receive, and we are underway from Notre Dame. Here is Marvin Stokes on the run back across the 20, and he is stopped near the 25-yard line. Jacoby Criswell threw 3 touchdowns in his debut, 248 yards. They open 3 receivers. Here's the motion. They fake the handoff to Vince Taylor. Pressure on the way. Criswell got it out to Keytron Jackson, but he stepped out of bounds, and that is going to be a penalty. The pistol look is something brand new to the offense this year. Now setting up a screen pass, and they're all over it with Taylor losing 6 yards. It is 3rd and 21, and surely Notre Dame knows what UTSA did in these situations last week. Criswell lets it develop, but runs out of time. He is sacked inside the 5. For UTSA, all 3 plays on their opening drive went backwards. Not a good look here to start the game. Chris Reed punting from his own end zone, and this is not even reaching midfield. Tyree on the return. He'll have the Irish up at the 42-yard line. Kyron Williams, the running back, is the top playmaker to look out for in this offense, and he is in the backfield behind quarterback Tyler Buckner, who hands it off, and not much on the play. Williams stopped by Buster Mitchell. Motion on 3rd down from Michael Mayer. Buckner looking downfield. He got his man inside the 5. It's a Kevin Austin touchdown, and Notre Dame strikes first. It's their first game of the season, and they don't wait long to find their first points. Single coverage. There is the new starting corner, Reynaldo Lawrence, getting run over as the Irish go up 7. Gut check time here in the first quarter. Stokes back deep again. He'll take it from around the 4. Up to the 25 this time. Late flag. And this is going against UTSA. They just had 3 negative plays on offense, and now they'll start this drive inside the 15, and Taylor loses 2 more. A loss of 0, an incomplete pass would be an improvement right now. Rolling out on 2nd and 12. Criswell off the mark for Joe Wright. What kind of a start is this? UTSA looking overwhelmed as Criswell blitzed on the play. Got it to Jackson, first down. With the pressure incoming, Criswell showing his ability to evade and make a play. The first good thing that's happened in this game for the Roadrunners. Here's another blitz sent underneath now. That is Joe Wright, and that should be a first down. Maybe that throw to Jackson can help everybody settle down a little bit. I'll give it to Taylor now, and not much there outside, but he picks up 4. Curtis Mills checking in now on 3rd and 4. Pressure getting home. They got to Criswell again, and that's a sack. 4th down, Roadrunners. They had the start of something, but back to Notre Dame we go. Buckner gives to Kyron Williams. He gets a good lead block. Hall is there, and he prevented a touchdown with that tackle, but it's still a gain of 19. Notre Dame into UTSA territory again. Buckner flips to Williams. Outside the numbers, takes it to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12. Corners playing soft on first down. Buckner underneath, and that's caught by Joe Wilkins for a gain of 7. Already seems like this offense is comfortable on their first couple drives of the season. Now Buckner on the keeper, close to the marker, and he'll have it for a first down. Ball at the 24. Keeping by design, Buckner runs over Jason Hall and takes the Irish close to another first down. Very few answers so far for UTSA. Quick screen, Love to the 5. And Notre Dame closing in on a 2-score lead. 2 tight ends on the field. Buckner on the draw, runs it in himself. Touchdown. And the Fighting Irish open their home season with 2 quick scores here in the first quarter, topping UTSA. And this first quarter has not been competitive. This is how UTSA looked when they were on the road a season ago. Completely overmatched. Ball at the 25 as the Roadrunners will try it again. Quick pass to Joe Wright, and that's good for 9 yards. We saw the big plays a week ago. Now you want to see what they can do if those plays aren't there. On the rollout, Criswell throws complete, that's right, into Notre Dame territory, gain of 16. He threads the needle on this throw. The defender just didn't see the ball. On to the second quarter now. Second down off the play fake. Down the middle, got it to Rose inside the 10. There's 41 yards, and again phenomenal throwing from Jacoby Criswell. He's really impressed me with his arm talent in his first game and change. Goal to go, Vince Taylor plows into the end zone, and the Roadrunners are on the board. And that was set up by another big play. They have 3 40-plus yard throws now on the season. 14-7. And it's Kyron Williams on the give. He finds an opening and gains 10. They look good on their first 2 touchdown drives. Now we look to see if UTSA adjusts at all. Buckner keeping, and UTSA was in position, but he still gets 6. You gotta be ready. They've already ran him 6 times. And now they make it 7 on 3rd and 2, and that's a conversion to midfield. The run defense didn't look great a week ago. They haven't been great today. Buckner has Austin for a first down. There's 10 yards. They haven't thrown it much, but they have made those count as well. Getting it to Wilkins on the screen. He takes the Irish inside the 20. 17 more yards, and Notre Dame continues to cruise down the field. Buckner keeping, met by Hall, and he's taken down, this time for no gain. These linebackers and safeties need to do more. On second down, Buckner trying to get away, and he's taken down for the sack. And that's Bo Frazier giving Preston Quinn a short rest. He's back in there now on 3rd and 15. Applying pressure, Buckner gets away, got it to Mayer, but that's shy of the marker. Very close to a sack. It's 4th down, and they'll bring out the kicking team now. Josh Bryan, short kick, and this is good. Notre Dame has scored on all 3 possessions, and it's 17-7. Roadrunners have it again here in the second quarter. Play fake for Criswell, and he lobs one downfield, and it's caught by Brandon Reese. The fullback wheel catches Notre Dame by surprise. Taking one out of the Vikings playbook. Throwing deep balls to C.J. Ham for some reason. 1st and 10, here is Vince Taylor on the run. Nice, tough yardage there, he gets 8. Manageable 3rd downs are one of the keys this season, and Taylor with a quick cut gets the conversion, spun around after a gain of 5. Taylor had 55 rushing yards a week ago, he's up to 29. Now they bring Jackson in motion. He's got this on the jet sweep. 4 more. They're serious about using him in the running game. Taylor back in, and to the air, they get it to him. Taylor all the way out. He breaks a tackle and has the first down. They're finding ways to use all their playmakers here in the first half. Now they toss it out to Curtis Mills with Reese out in front. Good yardage, 6 more. Roadrunners into the red zone. 2:06 to go here in the first half. Play fake. And Criswell drops it off. Curtis Davis moves the sticks. They're showing they can be methodical with this possession. From the 12-yard line now, 1st and 10. Criswell quickly to his right, nowhere to go. 3 receivers and a bunch on the right side. Criswell to the end zone. It's broken up by Bryson Hunt. And it's 3rd down. Empty now. Chris Woods checks into the game. They bring pressure once again, and Criswell throws incomplete. Tried to get the pass off as soon as the pressure got there. Nice stand by Notre Dame in the red zone. And James Benson makes this a touchdown game with 1.5 minutes to play now in the second quarter. Notre Dame taking over. They've moved the ball well. Scored on 3 possessions. Buckner's taken down. He tried to escape up the middle. And that's going to go to Eric Crenshaw. 2nd and long now. Buckner floating to the sideline. And he's intercepted. That is Trent McGee. And that's the first interception of his college career. He's in as a 4th corner in this situation. And UTSA gets a short field. They'll get it out to Taylor on the screen. And he stays in bounds, getting the first down. They're using this 2-back approach with Keytron Jackson in there. And they'll hand it to him. And he bounces forward for 4 yards. Clock down to 46 seconds. Here is 3rd down. Criswell from the pocket. Caught by Jackson inside the 5. Goal to go UTSA, and they have their chance to tie this game. Heavy personnel in. They bring the motion, and they give it to Jackson. He scores again. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And after an awful first quarter, they have fully recovered here in the second quarter, and Keytron Jackson has tied the game. 4 touchdowns for him already, taking on a big role in this offense. They didn't look prepared early in this game, but in the second half, we start fresh. When games got away from UTSA a year ago, they never had the offense that could really get you back in a game the way we just saw that happen. They didn't have big plays. They didn't score a lot of points. So far, my impression is that this offense is very different and could be significantly better. We're on to the second half, all tied up now. Basically a new 2-quarter ball game, and that ball is caught on the outside by Anthony Love, a gain of 19. Now, the defense still has had their struggles today as they crank up the aggressiveness, and that is incomplete. On 3rd down, he did not get a foot in bounds. And the Roadrunners will have their first drive now in the second half. It's Vince Taylor gaining 1. Slow start again for the running game. Rose slot left, 3rd and 9. Criswell with time, gets it to Rose, and he bounces off of contact with a gain of 11. First down. To the offset eye now. They bring Jackson in motion, and Taylor on the counter will gain 3. Jackson and Mills together in the backfield. It's 3rd and 5. Criswell over the middle and incomplete through the hands of Chris Woods. Very good coverage. 2 defensive stops to open the second half. And Williams is brought down in the backfield. There's an aggressive Kyle Jones making the stop. 2nd and long, they go back to him. Funneled inside, they're ready for it. The run defense didn't start out well, but now they forced a 3rd and 12. Secondary backs off. Buckner floating perfectly for Wilkins. Kyle Jones was right there, and the ball was just out of reach. At midfield now on 2nd down, a keeper. Buckner, 1st down and more. They've ran him a lot, and it keeps working. They've done it by design. They've done it with the option. Blitz sent. Buckner drilled, and he never saw Brandon Matthews. Got the pass off incomplete. UTSA blitzing a little bit more to try and get pressure. They do it again. Didn't work. 1st down, Love. Notre Dame up to the 25-yard line. Single high look with Dallas Johnson. They'll try Williams again. He's tripped up by Preston Quinn. We couldn't stop Williams in the first half, and now they cannot get him going. They're persistent, though. 2nd down. Jones is there again. That's 4 times on this drive. He's gotten nothing or less. And it's 3rd and 11. Buckner protected. Settles short, and Wilkins is brought down. UTSA gets off the field, and here's the field goal team again. It is a 37-yard try, make that 39, for Josh Bryan. Got it up, and it's off the upright. No good. This game remains tied as it drifted into the right upright, and UTSA takes over. Taylor and Jackson together in the backfield on 1st down. A little screen pass. Jackson breaks a tackle and gains 2. Criswell 13 of 20 passing. Pressure sent on 2nd down. He's going to escape the rush and throw it away. Good coverage down the field. Rose is slot left. It's Jackson isolated on the right side. 3rd and 9, tipped up, batted around, and intercepted! Notre Dame takes over! They got a hand on it and complete the tip drill. It's Criswell's 1st interception of the season. He was trying to get that to Joe Wright. And instead, Notre Dame's offense takes over at the 27-yard line. Buckner flips to Williams. Good blocking on the edge. 1st down and more. Gain of 15. At the 11-yard line, 3rd quarter winding down. Buckner wants to run. Ran into his own player and gets tripped up on the play. He gains 1, but now a 3rd and 7. 4 receivers and Michael Mayer in the game. Buckner, middle for Austin, and he's drilled by Kyle Jones. That sets up 4th down, and here's the kicking team again. 1 for 2 on the day, now a chip shot for Bryan, and Notre Dame is back in front. On to the 4th. After the frenzy in the first half, just 1 field goal in the 3rd quarter. Right on the screen. Good start, gain of 9. Offset eye, Brandon Reese is in the game. Off tackle with Taylor for a 1st down. And he uses his speed to get to the edge. Gain of 10. Going with some no huddle as well. Back to Taylor, bouncing it wide. Trying to make a move. He gets 6. They stay with that look. Curtis Davis is the tight end. Off the fake, Criswell out to his right. Has a man wide open. It's Chris Woods, and that's a touchdown. 45 yards, and the Roadrunners do it again with the big play. The play-action game has already been a huge part of this offense, and Chris Woods is now the 4th receiver to catch a 40-yard pass or longer. 24-20, the Roadrunners lead for the first time, as Kyron Williams is stuffed by Patrick Jenkins. To the air on 2nd down, well protected, and Buckner checks it down as opposed to taking a chance downfield. This is a massive snap. 3rd down, here comes the pressure. Buckner completes to Wilkins, shy of the marker. Brandon Matthews helps the Roadrunners get the stop. UTSA now playing with the lead as they take over. Reese to the left, they give it to Taylor, and he's hammered after a gain of 5. Third down, they keep Reese in. Following him, Taylor, first down, and that will keep the clock moving as UTSA stays in the I formation. Mills goes out to the right side, gets a block from Reese, and now he's hammered at the 50, gain of 8. Reese checks out as Rose is in as the third receiver. On second down, looking deep again, and it's caught by Wright! Inside the 15! 35 yards as he lays out for another big play through the air. Wright has made some incredible catches already this season. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Taylor to the left, and he's stacked up. Jackson is slot right on second down. They'll bring him in motion and play fake away. Criswell throws it away, and that sets up 3rd and 10. Notre Dame trying to keep this a one-score game. And the Roadrunners will take a timeout to talk this over and get their personnel fresh. Rose, Wright, and Jackson all in. Single high look from the Notre Dame defense. Criswell doesn't like what he sees, extends the play. He will throw this, and it's caught for a first down. It's Curtis Davis. Criswell just gave him a chance. There's such a small window here, and Notre Dame couldn't knock the pass away. It's suddenly 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun now. They run the clock down. Taylor tripped up. And Notre Dame is looking for a huge goal line stand. Reese back in now on second down. And Taylor is in for the touchdown. The Roadrunners go up 2 scores with 2 minutes left to go. And this crowd is stunned by what they are seeing today. This is a 31-6 run for the Roadrunners. Williams gets drilled again by Kyle Jones. He has stepped up big since the first quarter. 1:42 left to go. They need 2 scores. What a throw to Wilkins! 22 yards to quickly get out toward midfield and stop the clock. Buckner blitzed. Throws out to Austin for a first down. Gain of 16. They're still looking at needing 2 touchdowns as we go inside a minute to play. Buckner lobs it out again perfectly for Lorenzo Styles. First down. 2 deep safeties trying to keep everything in front of them. Lob to the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Braden Lindsay. Great throw from Tyler Buckner. And the safety Stokes couldn't get over in time. So they can go for the 2-point conversion here, and that would make it a field goal game. They'll go with 2 receivers on the left side. Buckner wants to take off and gets tripped up. He won't get there. And Notre Dame still needs a touchdown. We have 50 seconds left to go. Onside kick from Bryan, and it's picked up by Joe Wright, and he holds on. Joe Wright now part of the hands team for UTSA, and the Roadrunners will look to end this game. Taylor hit down quickly for no gain. Now, Notre Dame can use timeouts to get the ball back. Taylor hit in the backfield and taken down for a loss of 4. Do you think about throwing here if you're UTSA? They're going to bring Jackson in motion. They hand it to him, and now he loses a yard. And Notre Dame calls their 3rd timeout. UTSA wanted to make sure they had to use all 3. And Chris Reed kicks this away. That's going to be a touchback. So they need a touchdown with 34 seconds to go. And they have no timeouts. Tyler Buckner floating again. Caught by Wilkins. He's out of bounds. And that only took a few seconds. Still a long way to go, but that's a good start. Down the 26 to play. Buckner looking for the big play, and he's intercepted! It's A.J. Brown, and UTSA will take this second victory back to San Antonio. What an upset here this week. He didn't have an interception a season ago, but today he gets his first in a long time, and it seals the second win for the Roadrunners in an instant classic for this dynasty. What a game. Who would have thought it would have ended like this after the way the first quarter went? Nothing went right for UTSA on the first 4 possessions of the game when Notre Dame went up 14-0. But the offense fought back, and they showed they could work methodically down the field while also getting the occasional big play. I love what the offense is doing so far this year. I had an idea of what it would look like last season, and this is really more that idea. This version of the offense, I think, has a much higher ceiling. I just think we have a good flow to things. I like the running game we have. I have my go-to runs I like. And then the play action off of that, and the plays that allow us to take some vertical chances. And of course, the playmakers to execute the plan. Jacoby Criswell made some incredible plays today. To me, the sign of a great game here is when you can point at so many plays that were not routine and say, well, if this doesn't happen here, it could dramatically change the game, and there were so many in this one. The ending could have been so different if Criswell didn't have that pass to Curtis Davis, and Notre Dame could have easily knocked that pass away. So we are just outside the top 25 at the moment, and maybe if we start strong in Big 12 play, we'll actually be ranked. We take on Oklahoma State, as we did to open Big 12 play a season ago, and that wasn't a very good game for us. Spencer Sanders and Jalen Warren both had good games against us and are back with an improved Oklahoma State team. I thought we held up pretty well in pass protection today, and that's going to be one of my focuses in this game because of the defensive line Oklahoma State has. To me, the fastest way to throw off an offense's game plan is up front, and they have the difference makers to potentially do that. I have just a brief recruiting update for this episode. I still have a lot of scouting to do. I kind of forgot about that in this last round, but we look to be in pretty good shape so far. And KJ Marseille is going to be our top target, as it looks like he'll be a really good defensive back prospect. We're already in first place. We've got to do better than last season, and I think we'll be able to do that. I will be scouting players up to 50% and no more, so we'll have a little more information as we continue scouting, and as I find intriguing players, I'll be sharing them in the upcoming episodes. I hope you enjoyed the game today. That was fun. UTSA seems to have a much more dynamic offense this year, and we'll see if that continues as we open Big 12 play next episode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed today's video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in Week 3 next time. Have a great day.